on NewsX World. Shifting our focus to France, where the French Prime Minister François Bayrou has arrived, earlier arrived at the Elysee Palace to submit his resignation to President Emmanuel Macron after his government was ousted in a confidence vote. Bayrou lost Monday's vote with 364 MPs against 194 in support, following the backlash over his proposed 44 billion euro spending cuts to tackle France's debt. Emmanuel Macron noted the outcome and said that he will name a new premier in the coming days. Bayrou will remain in the caretaker role until then, the fifth prime minister since January 2024. Far-right and hard-left parties are demanding a snap parliamentary election and calling for Emmanuel Macron, the president, to resign as well. There is public discontent that is growing, with grassroots movement Bloc too planning nationwide disruption tomorrow, which will likely impact airports, train stations and highways. Listen in to some locals reacting to this destabilization of the government in France.
De toute manière, s'il dissout, ça va donner quoi? Ouais, mon point d'interrogation, ça va être peut-être encore pire, enfin, si c'est possible. Non, s'il dissout, ça va donner quoi? Pas grand-chose, hein? Le problème, c'est que les gens revoteront de la même manière. Il n'y a qu'à voir ce qui s'est passé à l'Assemblée hier. Les invectives, la grossièreté, ça ne changera rien du tout, hein.
Rien, c'est dommage, Bayrou va revenir à Pau. Il était bien à Paris, quoi. Voilà, c'est tout. Non, ça ne m'inspire rien, c'est le bazar, c'est tout, quoi.
Joining me on the telecast is John Rossomondo. John, the situation in France, how precarious do you think is Emmanuel Macron's position? Will he be able to save his position as the president in the coming months?
Well, I think that it shows that there's a lot of instability in France. Emmanuel Macron has been highly unpopular among the French electorate. The austerity budget is something that the powerful unions in France definitely oppose, and they've brought down governments in the past. So I think that Macron should be nervous about his own future.
Talking about the protests that are anticipated tomorrow, it's being said there are going to be some 100,000 people, protesters, who are going to be on the streets of France. There has been some 80,000 police troops that have been deployed. That was a statement that was released by the Interior Minister of France. Why do you think there is such outrage and disgruntlement amongst the masses in France?
Well, the masses are used to heavy subsidies, heavy government funded benefits. And, they always protest whenever there's a threat to reduce the benefits. But I think that France is like a lot of the West, facing heavy debt and inability to support the welfare state economically for the long run.
Right. Who do you think are the probables at this point that Emmanuel Macron could sift through, shortlist to finally come with a name? A fifth prime minister in a span of 2 years. That's perhaps a record for France.
Well, I think, again, it shows that, the French system is kind of unraveling. You have, problems with immigration. You have problems with out-of-control debt. France is really in a very dire situation. So I think that Macron is going to need to change or leave.
Do you think this also impacts President Emmanuel Macron's position and influence within the European Union and on the global stage?
Well, I think that once again it shows that Emmanuel Macron is somebody who is controversial. And I think that it definitely will undermine his standing among the Western leaders.
Right, absolutely. John, thank you very much for sharing your views, and thanks for joining us on NewsX World. Well, on that note,